Shout out to Eat Hot Dogs out there in Virginia. Now we got a lot to get through before this game starts. We asked for your favorite Nintendo game, and here is what you are saying. Vicky Godish said Pro Wrestling. Yes, love that game. A Winner Is You comes from that game, that meme. For those of you kids out there who didn't know, that is where that comes from. FiMat is a Mario Kart fan, as are many people. We have a lot of Mario Kart fans out there. Love that. Great game. Fantastic. Fun to play with a bunch of friends. CRSB and W. Sissons said Super Mario. A lot of people said Super Mario Brothers, while K. Menchofer and N. Rourke said Legend of Zelda. Two great NES games. Cheese Puffs is shouting out Kid Icarus. That is one of the underrated games in the early Nintendo catalog. I love that one. Great music in that game as well. I used to play that one for hours. Forbidden Angel is a Dr. Mario fan. Again, that is a banger of a soundtrack that I have that for. I have an original Game Boy and I have that game for it. And it's so much fun to play. Bill Quinton 22 is going with Pokemon Snap. And Jozog said Super Mario Odyssey. Jessica Moyer loves Paper Mario. Peace and Love 1234 went with Arkanoid. Classic. KCJ101 went with Duck Hunt, the great one, the laughing dog, the light gun. It was so cool to play that game. Fox Rocket said Clue Clue Land, which you can play on the Switch. I did see Donkey Kong out there getting some love. Donkey Kong was an arcade game, but a Nintendo game nonetheless. And finally, Polo G09 said Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Do you still have the codes written down, those of you who played, to get did you save your progress in the game? Doesn't matter. You know, today we are honoring the company that's helped define play for several generations of kids and adults. This is the all Nintendo edition of Swagbucks Live, the mobile game show where you win money from the comfort of your phone. Work your memory up, up, down, down, left, right, and your brain will be ready to start to go after today's grand prize. That is $1,000, my friends. And if you can correctly answer all 10 of our multiple choice trivia questions about Nintendo and its games and systems, you will win a share of it. But also in this game, you'll earn 1 SB for every question you get right after question number 1, even if you've already been eliminated. And if that happens, you will need to claim your bonus SB at the end of the game by clicking a button that appears once the game has ended. But grand prize winners will get their bonuses claimed automatically, so you're all set there. Now, the first time you get a question wrong, as long as it's before question number 10, you can rejoin to get another shot at the grand prize, either using SB or a free rejoin. And you can always click the plus sign in the top left-hand corner of the main menu at any time a game's not happening and get free rejoins by watching videos. That's if you have the latest version of the app, which I hope all of you do. Now, each game we give away a 500 SB prize to one player who earns and claims at least 1 SB. Miss Fancy Pants 8888. Congratulations to you. You will be credited shortly. To the rest of you, keep playing and claiming, because next time, the winner could be you. Now, finally, there are 2 ways to earn SB from SB Live outside of our live games. One is through the Daily Trivia Challenge, our latest feature that is a once-a-day hostless version of our game that you can play on your schedule. It resets each night at midnight Pacific time. The questions are completely random, and you earn SB based on how many questions you get right. Now, if you don't see that in the main menu, you have to refresh your app and update it. So go to the App Store for your phone and check for the update there. Second, click the More Ways to Earn button in the main menu at any time to access an exclusive offer wall with opportunities to earn SB towards your daily goal. Okay, we are hitting the reset button on the comments. Goodbye to you, comments. It's time to get this game underway. The Nintendo question begins right now with question number 1. In which country was Nintendo founded? Is it Japan, Taiwan, or Vietnam? It's still there. There's your hint. In what country was it founded? When it was founded in the late 19th century, it was a playing card company. And while times have changed and the company with it, it is still based in Japan. That's right, it is a Japanese company. 96% of you getting that one right. Well done. They do have an American division, but it was founded in Japan in the late 19th century was a playing card company. I wonder if they still, like the playing cards that they put out, like Mario playing cards, I wonder if they make them, they still have the presses. Why not? Why not make them yourself, right? Of the 3% of you who got that one wrong, it's okay. Looks like most of you rejoined along with some stragglers. We have over 33,000 people in grand prize contention, over 34,000 of you playing the game, and from here on out, great news. Every question you get right will earn you 1 bonus SB. Here we go with question number 2. What is Mario's profession? Is he an electrician, an actuary, or a plumber? Mario. What is your job? Bring, bring. The original Mario Brothers game helps establish Mario and Luigi's backstory a bit more as they battle with a turtle infestation among the pipes, which they deal with all the time since they're plumbers. They're plumbers, of course. 97% of you getting that one right. Well done. That is what I like to see. You are cruising in this Nintendo game. Even the people who are like, I don't know video games that well, there are going to be a couple in here, you know, you're going to earn some bonus SB and then you won't leave empty-handed. And for fun, the character of Mario was named after a janitor. So there you go. That's a little fun bit of trivia for you. Here comes question number 3, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. What is the name of Donkey Kong's sidekick and best friend? Is it Davy Kong, Diddy Kong, or Debbie Kong? Who is his sidekick? Who's hanging out with DK? As the games went on, the canon deepened, and apparently he's also maybe Donkey Kong's nephew. No matter what the relationship, Diddy Kong is the correct answer. That's right, it's Diddy Kong. 88% of you getting that one right. I'm as a self-professed huge fan of gorillas. I'm a huge Donkey Kong fan. Love the entire Kong family. Love that he went from what a redemption arc to go from the villain of Donkey Kong to now the hero in Donkey Kong Country. Let's move on to question number 4. It is worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is, Q4. Which of the following is the name of a track in Mario Kart? Is it Rainbow Road, Electric Avenue, or Mean Street? Which of those is a Mario Kart track? Now, this track is loaded with twists, turns, and the constant threat that you'll fall off and into the void of space. It is one of Mario Kart's more challenging tracks, and it's not really Mario Kart without Rainbow Road, is it? Rainbow Road is the answer. 90% of you getting that one right. It twists all over the place. In Mario Kart 8 for the Switch, you can fall right off the track but land on another part of the track, and then the stones are dropping, and the whole thing's a ribbon that's waving. Really fun, very challenging. I have friends who do not like it one bit. But I like it. It's fun. Of the 10% of you who got eliminated on that, immediately over half of you coming right back in. You're not getting red shelled in this game. And of course, if you don't rejoin, you know what to do. Stick around and keep earning bonus SB so that you can claim them at the end of the game and not only have the SB in your account, but to be entered into the drawing to win 500 SB. Now that sounds like a good idea to me. Let's move on to question number 5, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Who is the hero in the Legend of Zelda series? Is it Ganon, Link, or Kid Icarus? Saw a couple of people saying Legend of Zelda was their favorite game earlier. Bet you're going to get this one. He is the guardian of Hyrule, constantly protecting Princess Zelda from the evil Ganon. And no, his name is not Zelda, that's the princess. His name is Link. Link is the answer. Link to the past, as they say in one of the games they had in there. 92% of you getting that one right. Ganon is the big bad in Legend of Zelda, and Kid Icarus the star of his own game. For the almost 9% of you who didn't get that one, that is okay. You can use an extra life or rejoin if you have one, or you can just keep playing for bonus SB. That's the beauty. If they'd had that in arcades where you just keep playing after you get done and don't have to put more quarters in, I would never have left. It's probably a good idea they didn't do that, but I'm glad we do. Let's move on to question number 6. We're halfway done with this game. This next one is worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here's Q6. What Nintendo series has players shooting colored ink at one another? Is it Splatoon, Metroid, or Ice Climbers? Shooting colored ink at one another. It's like the Nintendo version of paintball. Yeah, it is. It's almost like a game of paintball, except it's more colorful. It's more fun. You don't have any of the sting when it hits you, and it's family friendly. That's what you get when you fire up Splatoon. Splatoon is the answer. 95% of you getting that one right. Well done. 4% going with Metroid. Another classic on the NES with the great reveal at the end that the hero was a heroine all along. Gotta love that. Let's move on to question number 7, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. What was the first home console sold by Nintendo? Is it the Famicom, the Panasonic Q, or Color TV game? One of these was the first home console ever sold by Nintendo. The Nintendo Entertainment System single-handedly revived the home video game industry, but it was not their first attempt at a home console. That would be in 1977 with something that they simply called Color TV Game. Color TV Game is the answer. 53% of you getting that one right. That was a brutal Nintendo question. Over half of you got it right. Well done. You know the Mondays always have at least one tough one in there. Generally, it is one tough one. But already over half of you coming right back in. We still have, by the way, well over 22,000 people in grand prize contention. That number continuing to climb. Now, the Famicom and Super Famicom were also put out. These were all Nintendo home console releases. And then, of course, they were originally going to release the PlayStation with Sony. That was going to be something they did together. But instead, we got the N64 with its 3 handles. Still trying to wrap my head and hands around that one. Let's move on to question number 8 now. It's worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Question 8. In 1989, Nintendo released the Power Glove with what slogan? The glove has shiny buttons on it, everything else is child's play, or don't wear it outside, it's not for that. What was the slogan of the Power Glove? Now, this glove, which was made with cheap materials, didn't really work as intended. There were only 2 compatible games, and everything else was child's play because it was easier to use. That's right, everything else is child's play. That was what they said about the Power Glove. It looked cool, there was that. 95% of you getting that one right, well done. But considering there were only 2 games it really worked with, and they were not very good games, you had to use one hand to work the controller that was on the forearm of it. You might as well at that point take the glove off and use it as a controller. At that point, you might as well just use a controller. Now, the Power Pad, that was awesome. Let's move on to question number 9, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Pocket, Color, and Advance are all editions of what handheld Nintendo system? The Game Boy, the Wii U, or the Virtual Boy? Pocket, Color, and Advance, all editions of which of these systems? Until the Wii U, and really the Switch came along, all of Nintendo's handheld gaming systems all existed under the banner of their original, the Game Boy. Game Boy is the answer. 21,239 of you knew that answer, and you are ready for our final question. But before we get to that final question, did you know you can now get Dr. Pepper, 7-Up, Sunkist, Canada Dry, or A&W Zero Sugar Soda? Zero sugar! That's more choices. Find all your favorite flavors with zero compromise and earn SB while you're doing it. Just add zero sugar sodas to your list of magic receipts. Then buy 1 eligible Dr. Pepper, 7-Up, Sunkist, Canada Dry, or A&W Zero Sugar Soda product in-store at Walmart and earn 75 SB when you upload a photo of your receipt as proof of purchase. But you know you're not going to want just 1. So if you get 2 on the same receipt, you will earn 200 SB. Now you have to be a U.S. player to take advantage of this opportunity. But check it out after the game. All right. Here we go. We have 21,373 people vying for a piece of our $1,000 grand prize. Over 34,000 of you have stuck around to the very end. And I got 1 more bonus SP if you can answer a question about the latest release from Nintendo. Here it is, question number 10. Which Nintendo system is both a handheld console and a docked console? Is it the Super NES, the Switch, or the Wii? It's also their latest. I have one. I love it. The controller pads come off the side so that you too can play. They come off the side too, so you can play with a friend and use them as individual controllers if your Nintendo Switch isn't in its dock. That's right, you heard me. The Nintendo Switch is the answer. It switches from handheld to console. And 20,713 of you knew that answer, and you are splitting our grand prize. You can hear it. That was really bad. It was bad, but you got where I was going with it. Congratulations to all of our grand prize winners, each of you earning 5 SB in grand prize money.